It is me, Pearl, and this is Pearl and the Prayers. We are here to look at the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energies inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if we want to see change, we have to shift, we have to make change within ourselves. And that is what we are here to learn about together today. I'm doing a special treat. I'm doing the Tell Me Everything spread for everyone. This is normally available only for subscribers or people from the Spiritual Nourishment course. But it is a popular style of reading, and I wanted there to be an updated one that people could see for an example of the spread in case you want to book your own personal version, which you can do at the links below. And then I'll be doing special members only content tomorrow. It is only $3.33 to become a member. So you can see the Tell Me Everything spread, 2 versions of it, or 2 times a week normally. And you also will have access to other content as it becomes available. And if you are a member of the Spiritual Nourishment course, and which the instructions for that are also below, you're automatically a member of the site for a year. You have access to everything that the site has to offer. Great. Let's get started. I haven't decided which side to start with yet, so we'll just do this first. Okay. So you came here today. There was probably a reason. There was something that you wanted to know. If it was the Tell Me Everything spread, then it's likely that you are not receiving communication from a person that you want to hear from. You want them to communicate to you what they're thinking and what they're feeling. You think that will make you feel better. You hope it will. Maybe you want to come into union with that person. There's all different kinds of reasons why you might be here. So whatever that is, I want you to just lightly touch it in your mind. That's what your ego desires. And your ego believes very strongly that when that experience happens, you will be completed. Like you will feel whole, you will feel good. Now, what it's not telling you is that that is likely an illusion. There'll be something else that will need to occur after that thing has happened in order for the ego to feel satisfied. The ego really won't feel satisfied. It is not designed to. So there is what we think we need, which sometimes is in alignment with what we actually need. And then there is what we actually need. And this is the, after you hear these messages, after you hear this dialogue, this conversation between the masculine and feminine side of self, it would behoove you to learn the following lessons. We have the Magus, or the Magician from the Thoth Tarot, and the Resistance card. Understanding why you resist what you have to do is a crucial part of the creative process. This card came up, I think it came up yesterday, or it definitely came up recently. I think it came up yesterday because I have felt so much resistance. I'm going to read this card to us to start us off since this is a strong message. Now, the Magus for me is making me really feel like what we actually need is to lower our resistance to our manifestations. So we need to, it's like we're resistant to receiving what we've asked for, is the feeling that I'm getting. And also that it is the pushing, aggressive, trying to manifest thing that is actually causing resistance. And if you're like forcing your manifestations, it's because your faith really isn't in the co-creation part of the card, right? It's like, do I have to do everything by myself kind of an energy. And no, you don't. And when you try to do everything by yourself, it usually does not go well. If you're wondering where Bowie is today, she is again in the crate. We did get her to successfully to go outside after over 12 hours yesterday. Today she went first thing this morning. But she didn't go when I just took her out. And I know that while I'm sitting here, I want to be able to be stress-free and not worry about her not getting outside in time. So I'm going to take her out after the reading. Eventually, she'll be fully trained and there won't be any more pottying inside. It won't be a problem, but that's where she is. So you might hear her jangling around in her crate occasionally. Although yesterday she was pretty good. Okay, so what you actually need then is to deal with this resistance. It says the resistance card is an indication that problems related to the matter in question are the result of either you or another person involved resisting doing what you know you have to do. Selecting the resistance card is a reminder that what you resist persists until you understand why it makes you feel the way you do. It is easy to reject something, but resisting it means that it stirs us emotionally. It pushes our buttons. It gets us off on a tangent where what we are resisting becomes the focus of our thoughts more than what we are trying to create. Pulling the resistance card often means that you need to understand and overcome your resistance to an approach, to a technique, or to producing a particular result, because your resistance is preventing other aspects of your creative process from making magic on your behalf. Hello, cup of tea. So, yes, 100%, your resistance is preventing other aspects of your creative process from making magic on your behalf. That these two cards really complementing each other in this way. So this is what would really help us to actually achieve the things that we desire, is lowering this resistance. It is keeping us from letting this magic that we've asked for actually happen, actually occur. All right, let's start with divine masculine today. We're going to start with the headspace. We're using the Rachel True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And in the heart space, we're using the Cosmic Tarot. We are getting the 8 of Cups in reverse in the headspace and the Ace of Pentacles upright in the heart space. So let me just tune into the masculine energy here. So what the Tell Me Everything spread entails is each position, the masculine or feminine energy within self is going to speak to you. So this is a conversation from your innermost masculine or your innermost feminine. The people in your life will likely reflect that energy back to you, but they will also be a combination of masculine and feminine. So you can receive messages from your person from both sides of self. And ultimately, if you want to be successful in actually shifting and changing the energy and not seeing the same things again and again and again, then you will try to figure out exactly how this is your own energy and how it applies only to you. That will start to create this situation where you are the leading role in the movie instead of just, a cameo. Okay? This is your life and your story. It's not your person's story. I have frequently, when I have clients who sign up for personal readings, they will tell me everything. I will know detailed information about the descendants of their person, and almost nothing about them personally until I ask very specific and pointed questions. So it a lot of times we become fixated on the other person that we think will make us feel better. And it's really kind of a way for us to ignore the stuff that's going on within us. Okay. That being said, I'm going to shift into my own masculine energy and channel through that voice. I feel kind of good. It took me a long time, but I have walked away from the people and the things and the behaviors that were really keeping me stuck and keeping me just sort of spinning my wheels. And I'm walking towards my higher calling, which ultimately is towards you, divine feminine, this cosmic eternal connection. I've already done that. And I'm feeling now like I really want to give you this offer of wealth and prosperity and abundance, something that's going to grow and expand. Ironically, I wasn't leaving the material behind because I was trying to get this ready for you. And it was only when I turned my back on all those material things that were taking up my attention, my concerns about my reputation, the way I felt about, people's perceptions of me as a breadwinner, your perceptions of me as a loyal person, as a person who would actually be a good provider and protector. It was like finally turning my back on anyone's opinions or ideas about it. No longer focusing on how to make myself feel this, that I started to actually feel abundant and prosperous, because I stopped looking at how I wasn't, and I started to just really allow this potential that I do have something to offer you, that you telling me that I must be like you or you wouldn't be able to attract me, it's really started to make sense to me. Something that I'm hiding from you is that I've been really, really reckless, and just not had a lot of mastery or control over my sexual energy. I lied to partners that I've had in the past. I've cheated on them, even though I would tell myself, oh, we don't really have that sort of an understanding, or we don't have that kind of a commitment. I would know the truth that that person did have that expectation of me, because I had that expectation of them. So, but I would give in to my urges and my passions. And when I was confronted about it, I would not communicate directly or honestly. I would either avoid the conversation completely or I would lie. And I'm hiding this from you because I feel like if you fully know this about me, then you will fear that I will return to this behavior. But this behavior did come from a place where I was underdeveloped spiritually, um, emotionally, mentally. I didn't have good control of my thoughts, and I didn't really feel responsible for my actions. And the reason that I haven't taken any action towards you is because I have a tendency to be dishonest with myself in particular, which of course ends up being something that happens with all of the people in my life. And I can't lie to you, not only because you see right through me, but because there's something within me that has to do with this feeling that I have of walking away from this old version of me that just feels that with you, I just want to be the best version of myself. Something I'm sorry for. This is the Two of Cups in reverse, the Princess of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry for prioritizing really shallow sexual energy and work and appearing like prosperous and wealthy and, sexy and just exciting. It just caused me to not prioritize our relationship or our connection. And I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I haven't known how to initiate this communication with you, that I felt like you, even if you have this spark or chemistry for me, you have so much going for you. Like you have this future potential in terms of your own career and your own material prosperity that just has made me fear that this connection won't be good for you. And so because of that, I prioritized other things and tried to catch up with you. But in the meantime, as I said, from what I was hiding from you, like didn't have the mastery over my sexual energy or my communication skills, and just completely dropped the ball on this whole relationship. Something I want to say about the present moment. This is the Moon in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. I don't want there to be any secrets, anything hidden anymore. I am completely awakened. I'm not sleeping on this connection. I'm not I'm not hiding from you or myself. I'm absolutely ready to fully express everything. And I don't want to rest anymore. I don't want to be feeling like I'm constantly needing to heal this subconscious stuff. I feel like I've been doing that and I want to move into a more prosperous time in terms of connection and communication and abundance, and leave behind the fantasy that ended up being so lacking in the end because it could never fulfill me. It simply was tantalizing. And I don't want to be asleep and dreaming. I want to be fully awakened to our connection. Something I want from you. This is the Star in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Tower. I am a classic divine masculine, saying I want something, but instead of saying I want something, is saying what I don't want. Like, I don't want you to lose hope. He always does that. I don't want you to lose hope in our connection. I want you to keep wishing. I want you to keep hoping. And I don't want you to hide yourself away, not allow yourself to shine. I want you to question your intuition in regards to what you think happened between us. I want you to trust that I want you to trust in me because I want you to know that, like, what you think happened, the towers that you think happened, the bad things that you think have happened, or the process that I'm going through to release my past, I want you to know that you don't know everything that's going on. You don't actually have complete insight into what really destabilized us. I want to tell you these things. I intend to tell you these things, but I want you to question your intuition in regards to what you think went down. Because you're wrong, is what I'm getting. You believe things that didn't happen. Something I long for is this Strength card in reverse. I mean, I long to release this idea that I need you in order to be able to control my base motives. I long to feel that you trust in the strength of our connection as well. Something I long to tell you. We're getting the Magician in reverse and the World in reverse. I am not trying to manipulate you. I've tried everything in my power to blend our two worlds together to try to, manifest this whole resistance Magician card thing that we started the reading with. Like, I resonate with that really strongly because I've really tried to make these things work with you. And you are at the center of my world. You are what I have been trying to manifest. 9:44 on the clock, and I just can't seem to get it right. Something I need. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. I need you to lower your guard with me. You're protecting yourself because of our past, because of the things that have happened to you in the past. And I need to do the same thing. I need to lower my guard with you. I need to have healthy boundaries with people in my life. Instead of keeping you out, I need to keep out the opinions of others. If you can lower your guard with me, I will give you this, which is the sun. This is the enlightenment you seek. It's coming right below the moon and the Four of Swords in reverse. This is the enlightenment, the full revelation, all that went on, all that has happened between us. I will bring all of that into the light. And I will give you a healed inner child that is capable of forming strong bonds with others and really experiencing joy and fulfillment. Something I hope for us is the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, with the 4-4 and the 4 people in the room. I hope that we will be able to finally ground this union in the material, to take this from a fantasy and bring it into a reality, that we will have this sacred union between us because we are soulmates, and that I will leave behind this time that I have refused your offers in the past and accept this offer and bring you my own. Okay, let's see it then, masculine. All right. We still have to do his what is thankful for stuff. Something I promised to do about the connection is the Hierophant. This is the marriage card, sacred union, higher level spiritual lessons, tradition, authority. I promise to give you a traditional union. Both the Four of Wands and the Hierophant coming out. I promise I will marry you. I promise that I will be committed to you, that I will make a vow to you, that we will be united under an authority. Something I'm really thankful for is the Three of Wands. I'm thankful for the time that we've had to prepare for these ships to come in. And even though it has felt difficult at times to wait for what we desire, I'm thankful that we did stay there in our faith and believe in the fulfillment of our dreams, because it's happening. Something I want to do to you. This is the Queen of Wands in reverse. I kind of want to bring out the fiery beast within you. I want to bring out all of that sexual desire, all of that passion that has been just boiling for you beneath the surface with no expression. I want to give you the opportunity to fully express that powerful sexual energy. And something I want you to do to me is to bring me out of the cold. This is the Five of Swords. Warm me up. I want you to kind of just help me clear my head. Just like no mental conflict. Like just finally be at peace, where we're not like thinking, we're just like really in this physical, like physically connecting our bodies, feeling that warmth, feeling that intimacy, that closeness. All right. We will go back to hear his final words to the feminine, as well as do his healing cards and give him his theme for the week. And now we will turn it over to the divine feminine and see what the feminine side of self has to say. I am using the Mystic Mondays Tarot in the head space. We're getting the Death card. And in the heart space, I am using the Star Spinner Tarot, and we are getting the Five of Wands. So the feminine has to say to the masculine today. I am ending this struggle, this internal struggle that I've had. I've been holding on to this single desire to come into union. And I've been holding on to it so tightly that I feel the resistance inherent in that clinging energy that I'm experiencing. And I know that that has to end, and that I need to transform into a place where I can have a new feeling, because I feel like this is this old struggle. It makes all of the readings I hear sound the same, and all of the solutions to the problem sound the same. And I just keep feeling like I'm in this loop and there's no movement. And I just really need that struggle to end. I don't want to hold on to this desire for union anymore, because it's hurting me. So something that I am hiding from you is the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. There's no third party that's reciprocating with me. And I guess I'm hiding it from you because I'm not really, I don't want you to think that I'm just sitting here like waiting for you, and that's why there's no other third party. It's also embarrassing that I still can't see reciprocation. I feel emotion coming up about it. I have healed the wounds inside of me regarding reciprocation, which is why there isn't anybody reciprocating right now, because now I have to see the transformation occur where the people that do come, they don't come between my ability to be in union and self. They help stabilize that foundation within me. So I'm hiding from you that there isn't anyone reciprocating because it makes me feel stupid or humiliated or bad that, like, you know, you're probably like, oh, well, you can't even get anybody else, so I guess you'll just wait for me forever. And that makes me feel like shit. Okay. Something I'm sorry about. The Four of Wands upright and the Death card in reverse. It's a Scorpio energy there. I'm sorry that for some, I think that this is that I'm still, that I haven't ended like some kind of this, because I associate with this with twin flame, that I haven't ended like the twin flame dynamic with someone, or I haven't like changed my mind, because this is the mind about twin flames. I'm sorry that we can't seem to end the struggle trying to come into this union. Part of me is sorry it's not over, because I want it to be over. Like, I want to end it. So part of me is like really sorry that it's still happening, because I don't even want to experience it anymore. It's just so painful. Something I want to say about the present moment. 9 of Wands in reverse and the 6 of Swords upright. Yeah, I'm good on healing and being by myself. So I'm not going to stick around while you do your healing. I've left behind it's 9:55 on the clock. I left behind my victimization type wounds. Like I don't resonate anymore with feeling like these things are happening to me. I have this understanding that the struggles I experience happen for me and from me, so that I can move on from experiences that don't serve me anymore. It's like the impetus that gets me to move to a different shore when I'm uncertain of where I'm going. But I'm really exhausted and I'm tired. And, I just don't want to wait around for you, like all by myself. I feel like if in this boat is like death is literally in this boat with me. Like, if I wait for you to figure this shit out, like, I'll probably end up dying before I ever see you. That's how exhausted I feel by this whole thing right now. Something I want from you: the Magician upright and the 3 of Wands. That's the Magician again coming out. It's the 3rd time we've seen it. I want you to manifest that this Waite end, this future potential that you promised. I want you to actually make good on that manifestation. I want you to know that I'm not going to wait. I will just create something new. I want you to see how powerful I am and how silly it is to wait to come into alignment with that power. something I long for, victory. I long to break through this 5 of Wands struggle and actually experience freedom and not have to think about this dynamic with you anymore. My God, it's ridiculous. I don't want to have to do this. I want to be free. I want public acknowledgement of my success in my life and with you. And something I'm longing to tell you is this 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Because I love you and I have a lot of empathy and compassion for people in general, I have been willing to give to you without receiving, but no more. Even though I love you, if you cannot give to me in the 3D, if all that you can give me is just your 5D loving feelings, I don't give a shit. Like, I literally don't give a shit. That's how I feel. It's like, okay, fuck you. I can get loving feelings from so many places. I don't want loving feelings, okay? I want 3D reciprocation of your feelings, which should not be hard to do. It's not difficult to do that. It isn't. I have been compassionate. I have been empathetic. I have been sensitive. But there is an expiration date on that. And no, I can't tell you exactly when that expiration date is, but based on my level of exhaustion, it's not looking good. Something I need right now is to have a good fucking time. This is the 3 of Cups. I need to celebrate. I need the reunion. I need to be in a union, in a romantic relationship. I need to go on dates. I need to feel like a human being who has basic human connection. Something I will give you is truth, clarity, new perceptions, new ideas of our future, a new outlook on our life together. And I will tell you nothing but the truth. Oh my God. Something I hope for us is the World and the 5 of Swords. And didn't you also get that? Yeah, you got the World here. You got the 5 of Swords somewhere else? I thought we got the 5 of Swords somewhere else. Oh, well. Regardless, something I hope for us is that we can finally end the mental struggle, the indecision, the indecisiveness, holding on to the heartbreak and the pain, being defeated by our thoughts. I hope we can end that cycle and clean up these karmic messes that have come between us and prevented us from uniting. Something I promise. Page of Swords. I promise that I will be brave, that I will work up the courage to wield that sword that I promised I would give you, even though I'm afraid. I don't know exactly, what's going to happen because I've never done anything like this truly before in my life. But I promise that I will try, that I will work hard, that I will not look too much at the past, and that I will look instead into the future. I'll use the past only as a reference point. And that I'll always be curious and always want to learn and know more about you and us. Something I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that despite the heartbreak and the pain and the disappointment, that there are these two cups still here. That even though we have experienced sadness, that we do still have a light at the end of the tunnel. I do feel that, and I am thankful for that. Something I want to do to you is this Prince of Cups energy. This basically, I just want to express love for you and emotionally bond so that when we are experiencing sacred sexual union, it's deeply intimate. And something I want you to do to me is this Princess of Coins or Page of Coins energy in reverse. I want you to I've had a tendency to like assess physical experiences in the past, like not being able to be present during them because I've been thinking about like the gestures and their meaning. And I want to feel like I'm not overly focused or assessing every single gesture we make to one another, quid pro quo, something for something, but rather we just throw out our ideas about like the small, like the shallow interactions of the past, and we have deeper and more profound connection. All right, let's go back to the masculine energy and read his final messages to the feminine. The first message that's coming up is from Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. It's a protection message. And the masculine would say, what is unknown is still yet to be discovered. When I appear, you are being told not to pretend you know something when you don't. See, this is coming back for me to this position where the masculine is like, don't pretend you know what actually happened or what I had to release or what I had to do. You won't impress anyone with a little bit of knowledge. In fact, you rob yourself of a true experience and education if you tell yourself you are done learning or you don't have to know something. Be open, be humble, be teachable, and the world will open up itself up for you like magic. Now is the time to look into the world with reverence and awe and an insatiable curiosity. You will never grow old if you are willing to keep learning. I am waiting to be your mystical, loving guide. Very interesting because masculine, feminine did actually promise to be curious and continue learning. So what you're asking for her, she is willing to do. She's wanting to know. Divine Feminine just wants to know what the hell happened. The thing is, you might be like, you don't know what happened. Don't like make assumptions. Okay, well, don't leave me in a gaping maw of silence with no communication so that I have no idea what's going on and only tarot cards. And I won't. Bitch. Okay, anyway. Let me continue giving you his messages. Okay. The next message is coming from the Rumi Oracle, the Elena Fairchild Rumi Oracle. And masculine is saying to you, the master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. Go scoop them up, urges the master. The devoted ones look, but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly, in service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. You are being empowered to serve, to assist, to offer a genuine spiritual contribution to this planet, to become a sacred hand at work for the will of heaven. Such is the capacity bestowed upon the soul that is wise and filled with love, and therefore desiring to serve. So then, do not doubt yourself, beloved. You have been blessed with this by the Master to find the precious jewel of your own soul and claim it. Cast aside your doubts then. Yet perhaps this is not easy for you to do. Perhaps you look at the world, even your chosen field of endeavor, and already you hear so many voices speaking. You may wonder if your own contribution would simply add noise to a cacophony. You may wonder if you can really help, if you have anything genuine to add, or if there is just too much noise anyway. You may hesitate and become fearful. Do not despair, my beloved. It is part of your destiny to add something of great value to the world, something that has its place even amongst all that activity, something needed absolutely in the hearts of all. That precious gift is the true silence. The true silence is peace. It is the living experience of the eternal love of the divine that asks nothing but to be received and gives of itself unconditionally. All right. I love her, but this just goes on and on and on. Let me give you this last bit. Although it may not unfold exactly as you anticipate, it will unfold. You are making a positive impact in the world more than you consciously realize, and you are asked, therefore, to continue. Do not give up. Do not turn back. Just continue. Take your steps, your journey, and know that the great master is aware of you and is sending the holy ones to bring you the blessings of the true silence now. Let it clear and soothe your mind and heart and help you remember the peace that dwells within you. All is well. All right. And Divine Masculine's message for the week is this Prince of Discs, or the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. And then we have evolve. Creative ideas evolve out of the invisible and profound nothingness of pre-verbal consciousness. So I do see Divine Masculine slowly and steadily evolving from that place of no contact, no communication, to one where there is actual communication. The Evolve card is most often a reminder that your creative ideas will be a response to the invisible, profound nothingness of your being. The blank page, or the audience waiting for your ideas, most clearly exemplifies this. Like you, your work is constantly evolving, and you should not chastise yourself for changing your mind. If you are asking whether or not your process is finished, picking the Evolve card means it is not finished and may be limited in some way. Look inside yourself to check for the limiting beliefs, prejudices, and assumptions that can plague us all. If found, they must be dealt with, or they will keep you from fully accessing your creativity and therefore from correctly approaching and solving the challenge in question. So, masculine is looking to evolve this concept of self, which is rooted in perfectionism and moves much too slowly for this individual to be able to satisfy any of his needs or any of the needs of those around him. All right, Divine Feminine, your turn to speak to the Divine Masculine. You are telling him to open to infinite possibility with the starfish card here. Oh, my puppers just growled. Open fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open up to infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, I urge you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith, for miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that I have come to remind you of your infinite potential. And I see that as urging masculine to evolve, stretch past those limits, right? That Knight of Pentacles energy, that limited feeling that he has to move slowly for some reason. Wow, Divine Feminine, your message to the masculine from the Rumi Oracle? Commitment. Seeing as he's the one that popped out the Four of Swords and the Hierophant card, looks like you don't have to worry too much, but let's see what you have to say about commitment. Rumi says, the awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. We are candles, lit by the one great flame. The breath of life does not extinguish us. On the contrary, it only serves our flame to blaze brighter here in the temple of one love. There is no flickering or smoke to our flame. We are natural in our purpose, simply to bring the warmth and light of love to life. We dance, though we are stillness. We are on fire, though we do not burn. There is a flame that must be safeguarded. In truth, it can never be extinguished. It is the light that never goes out. Even with such enduring power, our recognition and respect of this flame is essential to human development. This flame is holy and lies within each human heart. When the flame is recognized for its worth, it ceases to flicker and smoke, becoming very still. In the stillness, the light can fulfill its destiny to shine brightly so as to reveal every path, absolutely clear and without wavering in the fluctuations of fear and attachment. Don't let fear that your desire won't manifest cause you to try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle and one that will not serve your soul here. Instead, just show up, be present, attend to what is before you in each moment, and trust yourself. Let the light of your heart take you into serenity that will bring you the balm of a solid core of comfort, even whilst the world shifts and changes according to the workings of divine will. As you move along your life journey, step by step, that divine will is moving you to, Shining One, into fulfillment of your destiny. Life is not working at cross purposes with you. Far from it. It is a co-conspirator with your heart. Come back to the stillness of the love within and know that your heart light to know your heart light to be what it is, reliable and true, showing you the way even now in peace and stillness. That is a gorgeous message for the masculine. Divine Feminine, you are getting for your week the Seven of Swords, which says on it futility, And happy accident. Fortunate accidents can act as guides to edit and be open to where you should go next. Okay, the Seven of Swords for me is about surprise, strategy, things that are hidden, kind of trying to get away with something. But in the context of coming out with this card of something that's a happy accident, it's like whatever you don't know, whatever has gone on, just be open to where you should go next. Okay, I'm going to read this card, Happy Accident here, which is 61. Fortunate accidents can act as guides to edit and be open to where you should go next. The Happy Accident card is an indication that the solution to your current situation will arise spontaneously through an event that will at first be seen as some kind of a mistake or a failure. These gifts from the Muses can be recognized for the blessings that they are only if you are able to not be distracted by what appears to be an error, omission, or other annoyance, and instead see these minor irritations as signposts indicating a happy accident may be found right alongside them. Recognizing happy accidents is the clearest sign that you are an artist. Cultivate this ability because it requires that you refrain from harsh judgments and knee-jerk unconscious reactions when apparent mistakes or failures are identified. Staying calm when facing what can easily be seen to be avoidable mistakes is the mark of the master magic maker. So that is your advice for the week. And we are going to close out the reading with the final messages from Spirit for both masculine and feminine. Thanks for being here today. You can, of course, click the links below if you would like to support my channel. Send me a deck, book a personal reading, join the Spiritual Nourishment course, or become a member so that you can see tomorrow's members only Aquarius reading, or so that you can see these type of Tell Me Everything spreads 2 times a week. All right. The divine is promising this about the connection. The Three of Swords is in reverse here. And the Two of Pentacles is coming out as well. The time of imbalance coming from a third energy that has come between the two of you is over. This time of anything coming between this union in the self, it's not a thing any longer. The only thing blocking you from this union right now is the revelation of these secrets, the unknown that has been involved. This is coming to an end. The waiting that has happened, that has taken place, this is actually over. So all of the secrets are coming to light. And as the secrets come to light, there is no more waiting. We are getting Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. This message is when Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of, it's the protection message we're supposed to read. Do you feel how fast the world is changing? Like everything is moving at warp speed? It's hard to control desired outcomes or set fixed goals because by the time you get there, you will actually have moved beyond it. Now is the time to let go and enjoy the exhilarating ride as intentions you have set in motion in the past are coming into form with lightning speed. Your job is to stay the course, even if the pace feels dizzying. You may find you will change your mind a half dozen times or more as you improve your offerings, and that is just fine. Make peace with the pace, for if you ride this quickening energy, you will solve challenges quickly and effortlessly instead of being bogged down. The best way to use this energy is to let go of worry and stay mindfully present as you continue to take action. Also, if something is not going to be in your best interests, no matter how badly you want it, Antelope will quickly remove it so you can move toward what is truly meant for you. If something is taken away, be grateful and keep moving. This is not the time to sit still, but to breathe deeply as you move forward with velocity. All right, hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. We have Sacred Phoenix Heart. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. From the Rumi Oracle, number 21. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens in total faith. Love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. How I adore your defiant, rebellious heart. It knows that what for the mind is an end is for the heart simply another match to ignite the sacred flames. It eats of love until it is filled and then becomes hungry again and eats some more and again and again. It eats of love until it is so full it must simply explode into a sacred fire of passion. It bursts incapable of sustaining old consciousness in the expanse of blessings unlimited, lavished upon it through the great beloved's affection. It would be like attempting to fit an ocean in a teacup. So it does not. It bursts forth like a dying star into spectacular radiance, only to be reborn again, new and hungry for the next feeding frenzy in love's great banquet. How I adore your defiant, spectacular heart. I love these cards, but I'm not going to do them anymore because I just feel they are so. I like the White Light Oracle so much better because I feel it's accessible. I feel like the Rumi cards are beautiful, but they're like you have to read them to yourself. And even when I do read it to myself, I feel like I can only read like one paragraph because it's just so much or something. So I just always try to use them, and I'm like, I just think these are too much. Okay, and then we are getting for your theme for the week for the both of you. This is the Strength card, or it's also called Lust in the Thoth Tarot, and that's coming up with originality. It says, "Feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way." So interesting. Lighthearted and freedom coming with the Lust card is like the divine feminine in the Strength card is able to control the passions, like the beastly side of self. So it's like just have faith, like be lighthearted about what's going on. The connection is strong, the passions, the ego, those things are under control. And then let me get you this originality message. And then again, I have to go. I'm not going to be able to do I don't know why I can't get to the going general cards, but I have to go because of Bowie. Okay, let's see. Really frustrated right now. The originality card is an indication that you must remain strong and steadfast in defending your original way of doing things from all criticism, including that which comes from yourself. Original, authentic people, by definition, have never encountered anyone like themselves, so they cannot expect other people to get them right away or ever. It is not necessary to rebel against traditional, tried and true ways of dealing with your situation to ensure that you are being original. Being original would be to seek to understand your attitudes and tastes by drawing on the totality of your being, including those old school methods and ideas you admire. Avoid self-censorship. Stir things up, incorporate ingenuity and visionary thinking. Be a little rebellious, find new ways to express yourself, think, say, and do what you want without fear of embarrassment, contradiction, or rocking the boat. I love that. I hope that this reading helped you. I'm sorry to cut things short. I really did want to do even have them ready, but I can't because Bowie has definitely had an accident in her crate and I have to go deal with it. Thank you so much for being here. I shall see you tomorrow on TikTok at 1 p.m. Pacific Coast time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the reading with Grace Strega. Earlier in the morning, I will do the members only Aquarius spread with a going general in the members only reading tomorrow. Have the best day. Take care, everybody.